So Sam usually cuts and bleaches my hair, and as you can see, it is about time to be. I mean, what do you call this? I don't know, but
it's grown out. That's for
it's
sure.
grown out. The blonde is fading away, so it is time to do something about it. So Sam is going to run into Sally's Beauty Salon Supply and
get some stuff to do bleach and tone. He needs a good bleach and tone.
And a new, look at this.
And a little haircut. I'm thinking of like doing this kind of haircut, but he will not let me, so.
Alright, come along with us.
Time never let her out my sight. I just wanna stay.
I think I'm gonna try this one for him, the cream lightener. I never used this before, and I'm not sure if we have any developer, so we'll go ahead and get that. We're gonna go with 30. And then for the toner, I kind of like this one, so let's go with 9G. We'll get the 10 to go with that. Sometimes I just want to get like a blue or a purple since I'm doing his hair and just not tell him. We'll get this hair mask for him too.
My sister and me both. I can just put that in my bag. Okay. Thanks a lot. Have a great one.
Alright, I have the goods secured. Fingers crossed I don't give him any chemical burns and that Brad Mondo doesn't end up reacting to this video. Alrighty then. We've reached the time.
The time is like 11 p.m. The kids just fell asleep, and here we are in the bathroom doing my hair. I don't know if Sam told you last time. This was like wild. What is that?
This is the bleach. I've never used this bleach before.
Oh, good. Great.
So, I don't know about that much. And I'm going to use the 30.
What is the,
looks good to me.
What does the 30 mean?
That is the volume.
Okay. See? People wanted me to talk in the videos and ask questions. Well, here we are.
Now we're just doing a little mixy.
So, I don't know. Are we going to add music to this video? Oh my god. Y'all, will you stop hating on us for our music choices, for God's sakes? So, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but YouTube doesn't give us a lot of choices for music.
It has to be like not copyrighted.
Yeah, it can't be music that I normally play on TikTok or even Facebook or anything you hear on the radio. No, it's nothing like that. They give you like sounds or like songs where you're like, you
have to like buy the license to it too.
Right. So you got people on here, it's like, oh, ditch the music and just Joey talk the entire time. And some people are like, oh, just have Sam film Joey the whole... Like, what are we doing? This is a team effort here. Nobody gets left behind, right? We were just watching Lilo and Stitch. What's the saying? Ohana means
family. But this isn't Joey's YouTube channel.
Right. No, it is the Foo family. It's majority of us two, and the kids get featured. And that was the thing. When people were like, oh, they made a YouTube channel, they're just gonna, be the typical YouTube family. It's majority Sam and I, if you watched our videos. And then there's a few clips, videos of like us vlogging with the children, but
add a little bit more. I don't know. I said in the intro, hopefully Brad Mondo doesn't end up reacting to this video. Do you guys watch Brad Mondo?
Yeah, Brad Mondo, the only videos that I like that I see her watch is where he's like sitting behind a computer and like reacting to people's videos doing hair.
That's like I like to watch those.
So if you didn't know, Sam has been cutting and bleaching my hair for a few years now.
He has really short hair.
Look at this hairline.
Obviously, this is going to be getting cut off anyway, so I'm not going to worry about overlapping. But I'm going to try and stay away from the scalp, but this is men's hair. I mean, it's really hard to stay away from the scalp. But I am going to try and stay away from the scalp at first and just do the mid-lengths and ends because, that's what we learned on YouTube years ago.
Oh boy, God help me. But honestly, I trust Sam. In the worst case scenario, we've always said, I could just shave it off. If you didn't know, once upon a time, I used to have a shaved head several times.
Or like a buzz cut.
Yeah, and I've had all sorts of different hairstyles, and that's one of the nice things about being a stay-at-home parent is that I would be so worried about what others thought of me when I like went to work, my coworkers, them saying something about a haircut or a hair color, and it kept me from really being creative and wanting to do things. So when I became a stay-at-home parent, it was like, oh, the kids will think it's fun, and now I'm like, as a content creator, I'm like, oh, well, some people like it, some people don't. It doesn't matter. It's what matters is what it's fun and it's different. And some people go their entire lives with having the same hair color, hairstyle, and I don't know, I just like to switch it up a little bit.
I wish he would let me cut his hair the way I actually want to, but he likes his comb over.
I like the comb over. I like the little hard part right here. I kind of have a routine. So I'll gel it in the morning. And if you guys didn't know, when I gel it, you can no longer see the blonde. Everyone's like, oh, what? You were blonde in the morning when you woke up. And then I get that a lot. And then when the day goes on, I like to just kind of rub my hands through my hair.
Not so stiff.
Right. So then it becomes textured from the gel earlier, but then becomes more natural and flowy, and you can see the blonde colors.
Better, yeah. What kind of hair did you have in high school, honey?
So before high school, I used to have a bowl cut. Tell me, is there anybody on here? I know the majority of our followers and subscribers are women, but did you know a man in your life, or a brother, or a dad? Did anybody else have a bowl cut growing up? So I was born in 1988, and growing up in the 90s, it was that Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey, bowl cut look. And then when I got into middle school, oh my gosh, I had orange hair in middle school. And
because you tried to bleach it?
Yes, I think my sister or maybe my brother or somebody at home tried bleaching my hair when I was in middle school, and it was orange. So I had that flap in the middle, that stuck out with the spikes, just right here. If that makes sense.
Actually, wait, you had that in middle school?
I did.
He
yes.
literally had that haircut when we started dating.
Well, I got away from it a little bit, and then how you try and
you
go back to
literally had
things.
the same haircut from middle school when we started dating.
Yes. And look what happened. It worked.
It's my fault he even has this haircut. I made a Pinterest board when we were getting married of haircuts I wanted him to have, and you were like, no,
yeah.
I'm not doing it. And he was so resistant, and then eventually he gave in, and now he's been obsessed with this haircut for 10 years. So you're welcome.
And I remember when I had the haircut during our wedding, and it was one of my first times having the comb over with the hard part with the gel. And then when it got to becoming putting cake in each other's faces, she literally put a gigantic piece of cake in my eye, and it burnt so much, and it got all over my hair.
He was so mad about his hair.
I had to go to the bathroom and wash my eye out for 20, 30 minutes.
Really?
Okay, I was a little upset, but now that we're talking about cakes and weddings, I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of cringy when you go to a wedding and they don't at least put a little bit on their face, you know what I mean, because they want to have good pictures. I mean, I guess everybody makes their own decisions, but where's the traditional putting cake in the face?
Yeah.
I've been to quite a few weddings.
The last couple we went to, I don't think that they did.
I mean, I don't know, whatever makes them happy.
We're always put it in the face for those people at the wedding.
Right. And mind you guys, we're both going on 3 hours of sleep probably combined in the last 2 days. Probably not the last 2 days. We've probably had 8 hours of sleep in the last 3 days, if I had to guess. Our newborn, he's 6 months old, which...
Is he still a newborn?
Some will say after 6 months you're no longer a newborn. But he is not sleeping. Ever. And, it has been hard. It's been very hard. And you guys know how it is when you're not on sleep. You become a little bit more irritable, become a little bit more impatient. And when you have a 3-year-old, when you have a 6-year-old, a husband, wife, a dog, is it just me, or is when like everything seems to be crashing when the kids are throwing tantrums, you can always rely on a dog barking in the background. Like, it is just the icing on the cake to being like overwhelmed or stressed. You can always count on a dog going
ballistic
ish. Well, why don't you tell everybody about your hair, honey?
Oh, I've had so many hair colors. Right now I have K-tip extensions. My high school hair, I'd wear the clip-in extensions. I wore them so much I got 2 bald spots in the back of my head.
The clip-ins.
Yeah.
I remember when Sam and I first started dating, she had extensions. And we were together for like a couple weeks. And it was like my job and responsibility to like straighten them.
That is such BS.
And
I would
wash
ask you
them.
to help.
I'm like combing them and washing. And of course I'm not doing it right. And I'm getting yelled at. We've been together for like 2 weeks. We're already acting like we've been married for 6 years.
I would ask you to help me wash them.
But here I was 21 years old. I started dating her, and I'm like now all of a sudden like
washing
extensions.
You just loved me that much.
Yeah.
My love is intoxicating.
Absolutely.
Guys, this was just a perfect example of if he wanted to, he would.
I've been told that in my comments like a gajillion million times, and I didn't really know what it meant at first. It's kind of the saying, if he wanted to. How's it go again?
If he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would.
Alright, I'm just going to put this on top now. We haven't touched any of the roots. We just did the mid-lengths and ends.
I don't know about you guys, but does everybody like all of a sudden confess their entire life story to their hairstylist?
Yes.
Seriously, hairstylists probably know more than your own spouse.
Oh, they know everything. Okay, so
Nothing's burning, so we're on the right track.
you're gonna have to wipe that off your face. We're gonna let that process for like 20 minutes and then check on it.
20 minutes.
And make sure that it's getting to the color, and then I'll go back and I'll do all of the roots.
Alright, so we're in for a long night. So we're back 20 minutes later, and it already looks so much better.
Okay, we'll take that. So this is what we've lifted to so far. I think the foils are really working. So now I'm gonna quickly go and do all your roots. Wow, okay, we got to a good color.
Nothing is burning yet. We're off to a really good start.
So last time I did Joey's hair.
I thought you said you were going to cut it first.
I can't cut it on the same day though.
Gotcha. Everybody's like, oh, you need to use purple shampoo. And that's my first problem is I always forget to go buy purple shampoo.
But yeah, last time I did Joey's hair, I bleached it 2 times.
Yes, and it was
and
like...
then did a toner.
It was like burned
And
on
he was
each
like-
side. And I'm telling you guys, it was top 5 worst feelings ever.
And I was pregnant, and I'm like, get over it. It's not like so. The first
It was so
I was
bad.
bleaching. It was during the toner, and like he could not stand it. Like he was literally running around outside because it was burning so bad. I'm like, I'm about to give birth to your child, and you're crying about a little hair toner. And then when I washed it out, I saw how many chemical burns he had, and I was like, I am so sorry, honey.
But you know what?
But it was so blonde. Like,
Yeah.
it looked amazing.
I like the blonde look with like, people are like, oh, then you need to match your eyebrows. Like, no, that's too much. I like the different, like, eyebrow look.
You don't need to bleach your eyebrows?
Yeah, that would be wild. And the cool thing is that, like, people are like, oh, I like the blonde. Or, oh, no, I don't like it. Yeah, if you don't like it, guess what?
It's not your hair.
Well, that, and it'll be brown before you know it.
Yeah. One of my friends was like, oh, I didn't know that Joey bleached dyed his hair back brown. I'm like, this is just regrowth, people.
Right. My hair grows so fast. So growing up, I used to go to this barber shop with my dad. They would have adult magazines. And I
Really?
Yeah, yes.
I've never heard this story.
Yeah, they would have adult magazines. And while my dad was getting a haircut, it was a father. It was a father and son. The father was like 80, and the son was maybe in his 40s. I don't know. and they would have adult magazines. I can remember being, I don't know, 12 years old, and like not like opening the magazines, but like acting like I had like my finger on like the pages, trying to get like a view of the page just by like sliding my finger across the pages.
Joey's niece just went to prom. She's so grown up. I didn't go to prom.
Oh man, prom was the greatest for me.
We were talking with his sister because we're like, oh, like, what is his niece doing, like, after prom? And she's like, I'm just going to Denny's with my friends. And his sister's like, oh, I stayed out at a hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, now you can't do that kind of stuff.
It was different. So for me, my brother and sister, I graduated high school in 2007. My brother was like 04. My sister was, I think, 01 or 2000, one of the two, or 99. And for prom and homecoming for the three of us, it was always a limo picking everybody up. And then...
Do kids still do that?
I don't know. So. And then there was a hotel. Somehow, some way, somebody, either a parent or somebody had an ID that did not show their age, but somehow there was always a hotel involved with the prom or homecoming
There was
group.
not for me. My parents would never let me
So
do that.
for every prom and homecoming, even from freshman year to senior year, I was staying at a hotel with my friends with no adult supervision.
That is insane. My parents would never.
Yeah, and you know, it made memories. And
I'm sure it did.
yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you guys were in bed by 10.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there was story time at 10. It was all good. We were all good little girls and boys. And I think nowadays they're like doing like prom and homecoming, like parent pickup at the school. I swear. I think I passed a high school a few years ago, and there was a line of parents picking up their kids, and I saw like the kids wearing like nice outfits, and I'm pretty sure it was like for prom or homecoming. So comment, like, are the kids, like, if you got teenagers now, or like, is it like a...
I mean, it is more dangerous. I can see not staying in a
hotel.
but...
The world is a lot different than when it was in the early 2000s.
Which makes you think, like, so when did you get a cell phone?
So I had a cell phone. I can't even remember the exact age, but it wasn't like young. Or
I was
like,
6th grade.
It may have been like 8th
But
grade.
we only got it on Friday through Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Like, we would turn it back in.
Maybe turn it back in.
I'd give it to them.
So you only had it Friday through Sunday. Isn't the point of having a cell phone like when you're away from your parents?
Where was I going during the week?
You were at school.
Yeah, but schools weren't as scary.
Well, I guess nowadays.
And my mom worked at the school.
Oh yeah, Sam's mom was a teacher. I mean, that'd be my worst nightmare, having one of my parents as a teacher. Like, anytime, like, I would get in trouble, or one of my siblings, like, and the teacher, like, calling, like, my mom, and it's like they're another teacher. Oh, my God.
No, my mom told them, stop calling me.
Like,
She was like, if you wouldn't call a regular student's
yeah.
parent, then don't call me.
My first phone, I don't know if anybody else had it. It was, like, the Nokia touch one, and the game had
Touch screen?
or not touch screen. It
I
was
was
like
gonna
the
say.
buttons.
Where were you, out of high school?
No, this was like 8th grade. I don't know, give or take. And this is when it was like 10 cents to text a minute, and or 10 cents per text. And
I forgot about all that.
And I had that game Snake. I don't remember that. Yeah, that was my first phone. I don't know exactly.
Mine was a Razor.
Yeah, the Razor phones were amazing. I had a Razor. I had a Razor phone.
Pink.
Yeah, it was blue.
I remember I wanted a cell phone so bad for my birthday. This was before I had one. And my parents wrapped up a bunch of their old phones and had me open them as like presents. But they weren't like, it was like a joke.
Right.
Mom, you're savage, and they were watching this.
Savage.
One time I was grounded. I had to open all my Christmas presents and then give them all back.
See, that is wild.
But like, I was bad. Like, mom, look, I had a great childhood. But like, she didn't play.
Right.
She did not play.
So Sam and I kind of grew up differently. She, grew up with a lot of rules and, bedtimes and curfews.
And Joey and his
I grew
brother
up,
and sister out running the streets.
I was not running the streets, but my mom...
Doing whatever you wanted.
So my mom and dad divorced at a young age. We mainly stayed at my mom's, and my mom was a bartender. So my mom would not get home from work until, I don't even know, 4 o'clock in the morning. So my sister was, in charge most times. And, so she was making sure we were, fed, bathed, all that stuff when my mom was at work. But, it was fun. We were able to go play manhunt on the weekdays, go to friends' houses. Yeah, being grounded and having curfews. Yeah, we would be asked if we had homework and stuff, but it was never
show it to me.
Right, it was never like that. It was always asked, but it was never let's look through your backpack and make sure.
How did you even get through school?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. What's happening now?
I'm just putting more foil.
Where is this foil bit? We've done so much cooking where we've needed to find foil. So this is where all of the tin foil's gone that I've been looking for in the kitchen.
I guess you could use it. I never thought about that. On Thanksgiving, we always don't. Everybody's like, "Where's the foil?" We never have it.
The foil is under the bathroom
Oh
sink.
my god! Stop it. I guess you could use it. This is my first time using foils on you, but I feel like I won't have to bleach it twice. Alright, we'll let this sit for at least another 20 minutes, and then we'll check and see the color and what it's looking like.
Alright, I'm confident. Here we are, 20 minutes later. I was told to go wash it out with shampoo, so I'm gonna go wash it out, and we'll see what happens after that. So Sam is feeding the baby. I just washed out my hair. And she said she accidentally bought permanent color instead of toner. So we're going to put this into here and then mix it up with a 10 volume. So let's see what that looks like. I'm pretty sure this is the stuff that burnt my scalp last time. Why did I smell it? Oh my god. And then I was told to mix this 10 volume and put it in here and then into the bowl. Okay, so I smelt that permanent hair stuff and that was burning. Trust the process, right? Oh my God, have mercy. Jesus Lord. The back of that box said for professionals only, but we're having fun. Kind of looks like sweet potatoes. Okay, so Sam is still feeding the baby. I'm pretty sure I either burned brain cells or every hair that's ever existed in my nostril. So I was told to apply the goo stuff on every inch of my hair. This is what it looks like. Just grab a little bit and go. Rub it together. Alright, it's starting to burn a little bit. So that's how you know it's working, right? Alright, so I think it's on every part of my hair. So let's go ask Sam what happens next. Okay, so we're gonna put a plastic bag, and I don't know for how long. We wait and see, I don't know, 20 minutes or so? It's been about 40 minutes. Let's take this off. Alright, and we're gonna rinse it out with water, shampoo, conditioner, and then some sort of like thing afterwards. Okay, so we're gonna put this repair ion restructor thing on. Okay, let me go check with Sam to see what happens next. Almost 1 in the morning. This has been in my hair for like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go rinse it out.
That's what we're working with. It's not that bad.
It's not bad. It's a little darker than I thought it would be, but we're gonna cut it.
We'll see once the cut.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it and see how it looks after it's cut.
Yeah. So enjoy this music because I have to concentrate.
Watch out for her dark side. Yeah, she got some sharp eyes. See her for the first time. Never let her out my sight. I just wanna stay up. Look at you all made up. Dirty thoughts are seeping into my mind. I can't wait up. Ooh, she looks so good, got me straight in the mood. She read that room, she know just what to do. Moving that body, she dancing and shaking. It's making them crazy, she know how to move. She said she's ready to party. Let's get it started. Tequila straight out the bottle. She looks so good when she's sipping a model. I can't get enough. I need you. I think this is lust, not love. Cause everything that we touch gives us a rush. And everything that we taste feels like a drug. Shots and we turning up, dancing cause the night is young. Too much fun, feel alive in the night. She look good, she look right. We could live, we could die. Here she come, channeling my Casanova. She got a body persona. She got a bite like a cobra. I'll take the venom, it's worth it to know ya. She pulling up with that body. I wanna make her a hobby. She got a face little naughty. I wanna chase it till I got her on me. I can't get enough. I need you. I think this is lust, not love. Cause everything that we touch gives us a rush. And everything that we taste feels like a drug.
Well, the baby woke up, so that's as good as it's gonna get.
Good morning, everybody. You want to guess where I am after an overnight of evaluating and seeing? Not at Orange Theory. No, you can not catch me there. Sally's again. So I'm gonna go in there. Sam's at home with the kids. I have a little pickup order situation. I'm gonna get home and she's gonna just lighten it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. It's just a little brightness. So guys, first thing you do when you come to a place like this, you just automatically ask for help. Like, no need to be looking around. Like, just ask for help. They like when you ask for help. Hi, you think you can help me with something? Perfect. I'm just looking for this.
T14, T18.
T14, T18 Wells toner, and a screenshot too.
14, 18. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Awesome. Planet Smoothie is right next door. Might as well bring Sam home some smoothies.
Yeah, that's pretty good drink.
Okay, so here we are. Sam is prepping the concoction. I'm actually not half asleep anymore, so I actually feel like I'm in this.
Yeah, it's just a little bit orange. I think I got the wrong toner.
It's okay.
listen, we're not perfect.
Yeah, and the box said for professionals only. But I mean, we're the Fu family. Like, when are we ever gonna get something done professionally? You know how many times people are like, "Oh, Joey, you need a professional housekeeper. You need somebody taking care of the yard. You need to do somebody take." No, we'll just do things and we record ourselves and put it on the internet.
This is not me being like, you can't go to the hair salon. I beg him to go to the hair salon, and he just likes me doing his hair.
I find it therapeutic and good bonding as a husband and wife. So I'm wearing this shirt. It's the Fu Family Pumpkin Patch shirt, and Sam had it made when we were pregnant with. So last night the baby, I think, was gassy. And
I was gassy, so.
Yeah, if Sam's gassy, the baby's gassy. So I gave him some of the. You know what I noticed is that the Milacon gas drops don't work as well as like the Great Value like off-brand gas drops. I don't know. It's like a weird thing, but I gave that to him last night, and I feel like he slept a few hours, which is like good for us. I mean,
I was so tired, I don't even remember. I'm just trying now to make sure that all the more orange spots are covered. I'm not being as methodical with this.
so last night when she was cutting my hair, I'm pretty sure I was asleep in some clips where like I just had my eyes closed and I was like, I'm so tired and this feels so good. I'm just gonna go to sleep right now.
Ooh, got bleach in the shirt. And the baby like started crying, so I might need to touch up the haircut a little bit too once we're done. Let's see.
I think the hair looks good. Ooh, this one's starting to sting and tingle a little bit.
Well, I just cut your hair, so this is gonna hurt back here.
Okay, so this is gonna sit for about 10 minutes. Okay, this has been on for about 10-15 minutes. It's stinging like heck. I'm gonna go rinse this out with water and shampoo. Okay, I'm out of the shower. Okay. I think it looks the same, but we'll see.
And do a little concoction. This is T18. We'll do a little bit of this.
Don't smell it.
Then a little bit of T14. And then some 10 developer. And we only have one glove left. So there's that. Mix this up.
So now that the bleach is dried off, it looks a little bit lighter. Now the toner, so the toner last time was like my worst enemy. It was horrible. So I'm hoping that this is a good 10 minutes-ish. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that what we're...
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Up to 30 minutes. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay. Hurry. Alright, this is bad. I can't do 30 minutes of this.
It says up to. We'll just keep an eye on it until we get the color we want.
Oh, it burns so much.
Where is it burning most?
Everywhere. Like back here it burns, like where the hair is shorter.
Yeah, because I cut your hair. I told you this was going to happen.
Okay, breathe. Breathe. I need a distraction. Maybe I should start cleaning. Okay. Please hurry.
I gave birth to your child.
It hurts. I knew it would hurt, but just gotta think about what the hair is gonna look like. Alright, the best thing to do, I think, is go outside and run. That helped last time. I'm gonna bring the camera, because whatever.
You need...
It's all about the distraction, all about the distraction.
Okay, come on. Who remembers Tybo with the guy where he's like... Or it's, I think it's like this. Place, run in place, run in place. And go jump on the trampoline. So we're just gonna straighten up the kitchen a little bit, nothing crazy. Okay, so this has all been in for about 10-15 minutes, so let's go wash it out. Okay, so I feel so cool. It's my first time using Sam's special Dyson hairdryer thing. I love this. This is like the perfect like grayish blonde color.
Pale blonde.
But there are some dead
Pieces. I need to just go ahead and cut.
So she's gonna cut that. You see what it looks like, just like, you know, waking up, and then I'm gonna style it, and you'll be able to see what it looks like when it's all styled. Okay, so this is what it'll look like, probably styled. It's a little darker, but you know how like when you put the gel, it looks a little darker. But this is what I love. This is perfect.
And if you watched all the way to the end,
You're a real one.